Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is for you guys. Welcome on into the stream. I do like hitting that go live button a little bit early. Hope everyone's doing well. How you doing, Alice's mom? Nubs, I see you out there. Tempered, Hoot Owl, Diver Cat, Lawful, Stream Elements, we love you. Ah, how you doing, peeps? I'm going to press the button so you can see me. How you doing? Thank you very much for the reminder, Diver Cat. If you're out there and you haven't already hit the like button, you need to press that like button, maybe hit the subscribe button, and if you really feel inclined, hit the bell right next to the subscribe button. Probably. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere down there. Oh man, I should be grocery shopping, but I'm not yet. You're not doing it yet. That is positive thinking in my mind. You could be saying I'm not going to do it at all, which would also be an option. So, this is why we're doing a Squirrel stream, guys, because I've got this week off work, and I kind of just thought, oh, I'm going to sit down and have a little play with a few mechanics. And I've come up with a few different things, and basically I've broken quite a few things as well. I've designed a few things, broken a few things. It's kind of hilarious. You want cherry trees, please? I like cherries. We'll take those. Authorized absence. Good job that you got a note. That could be very bad otherwise. There it is. I was wondering who would come in with that cherry tree first. Blue cat eyes. Right on the dot. Wow, I'm very sort of like pale-faced in the picture there. I seem to be, what's the word? Blown out? Probably. Broken. Wouldn't be a groove stream if it isn't. It's true. More shulkery things. Right, let me give you the backstory. Okay? I'm going to turn this light off and see if that improves matters. Or maybe like that. No, that's still bad. That light goes off for a moment. It's going to readjust. And then I'll turn it back on. Ah. Okay, maybe that's better. Getting some ghosting as well. The camera's not happy with me. Right. I recently rejoined the Tech Rock Discord. Everybody out there should know what Tech Rock is. It's one of the very technical servers in the Minecraft Bedrock community, okay? I got like one comment. People were talking about Shulker farming, and I just thought, oh, you know what? I want to have another go because I really enjoyed doing the Shulker farm thing last time. So I've been messing about with Shulkers, and it's been a lot of fun. And I've kind of come up with quite a few different designs for concepts. One concept, you should post a link to their Discord. Okay, alright, jeez. Put it on my to-do list. How you doing, Mel? Hope you're doing well. So, I've been playing with Shulker farming. Now, one concept for a Shulker farm is just to have 2 Shulkers, okay? Now, I've already done that, and I found a very simple way of doing this that really just works. So if you just want to have like 2 Shulkers, passive farm, I've got it all set up. I've got you covered, fam. Don't you worry. We put 1 Shulker there. We get our snow golem down here or something. How do I get the snow golem in place? Like that? Yeah, like that. Summon snow golem. Boom. Give it a good old nudge forward. Like all the way. There we go. And then I'm just going to put another one in. This is like version 1 all over again. Kind of. But I'm kind of going for something completely different as well. Okay? So this is like... This is my basic Shulker farm setup. It's kind of slow. But this is like based around the one which everyone does. Where you have 2 Shulkers. Boom boom. Back one hits the front one. The armor stand stops the bullets from getting to the thing. And it's all lovely and it's all good and it works. But it's kind of boring. It gives around about 145 Shulkers shells per hour. As a passive income, it's not bad. Gotta bother the barrister when possible. What barrister? Is the barrister here? Not that I wasn't reading your comments this time. I was just joking that I wasn't, see. Anyway, this is working. This works. The front one always dies. The back one always hits the front one. It's kind of beautiful. And its simplicity. Now, the problem was, I went off and I was chatting to a person called Eggfer. Eggfer does a lot of technical kind of videos. If you haven't already subscribed to them, you should. But I don't have a link to that either. Sorry everyone. But you should go have a look at them. They do some pretty cool in-depth stuff. And they come up with a concept where basically this Shulker, Eggfer, yeah, that's the one. F-U-R, I think. I might even have it up here. Just give me a second. Give me a second. There? No, not there. There? Not there, no. Recently watched videos? Oh no, that's me. That's literally me streaming right now. I can't watch that. I'll find them. Don't you worry. Yeah, it's F-U-R. I should subscribe to them, I guess, since I'm giving them a little shout out here. Right. We're off. Kinda. I've got all of the things in front of me. That's the one, DC. I know you're a bit faster than me. But yeah, that's them. So anyway, they do some quite good technical videos. Now, they did a concept video for a Shulker farm where basically the Shulker would get one hit from the Shulker at the back and then die. And I like that concept, so I really wanted to do it as well. And I think I've come up with something which almost works. How you doing, Arch? I'm not streaming lol, it's a bit easier for me. Yeah, but you know, I'm kind of pro-ish. Now, Arch, you're a clever person, aren't you? You'll be able to tell me exactly what I'm doing wrong here. I mean, other than, of course, the obvious error. Like, the thing which I need to somehow get to is getting the timing on this exactly right. So, what happens is this. A Shulker turns up here, gets hit by a snowball, gets angry, starts firing stuff. That is where its fire comes out. Nubs, how you doing? Thank you very much for that. 3 months, that is a third of a baby. A YouTube baby, not a real one. Thank you very much for that. But look, it shoots, the bullet turns up there. If I place another shulker there, it's going to get hit by the bullet. Great, wonderful so far. Now, this is what I'm trying to achieve. I'm trying to achieve that it gets 2 hits from Trident killers, just like 1 on each side. So the signal is getting transferred up, round and back down. And they're meant to be like half a second apart to make sure that you get past the cooldown time for taking damage. And then, if it takes a hit from this shulker, it dies instantly, which speeds up the whole farm massively. Now, I'm hitting 2 problems. 1, this is very, 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 very slow to detect if the shulker is open or not. That's the problem. So like that. See this? It's going to peek open. Oh no, it went all the way that time. It died pretty quickly. It needs to detect the instant it opens. Not like half a second later. It has to be the instant, like that. Then it should have got it then. See how quickly it died? Observe string. The string sits at the bottom of the block. That's the problem. So it sits too low. Also, observing string sees the snowballs going through it. More bells. 1 bell is enough, thank you very much, Nifty. How you doing? You see how quickly this is going, right? This is a brilliant concept. And then there's a problem, right? That's the other problem. Because it's not detecting it quickly enough. I tried working out for a month last year. I couldn't get it to work out, says Arch. I've got, like, everything right. It's just this timing thing. And the problem with the timing is... Yes, they do. It's totally random tempered. The problem with the timing is... You've really got to get that. You've got to... As soon as they open, as soon as they peek out, you've got to get it in. I don't know, Arch. I think I've actually got a really elegant little system here. Like, if I just remove that, for example, we'll do that. Like, this is much neater than what a lot of ones which I see. And it actually works really, really well. You know, the layout is neat, it's cool, the snow golem never dies. You know, it works very well. Like, this is way more compact than anything I've seen. Skulk sensor. Does it have specific redstone signal for the opening sound? I don't know. That'd be interesting. How you doing, Jans? I haven't done anything with Skulk Sensor yet. So I'm sort of wondering. Like, I can get the first hit, no problem. I'm just wondering if I just need to knock it down a step. It's going to be unreliable because it only processes 1 sound every couple of seconds or so. Okay, well that's completely out of the question. You see, there is another way which I was looking at a little bit earlier, which is like this. So you got an observer on a piece of string, and as soon as it pops up, it goes. The problem with that is there a problem with it? It's going to create 2 detections. So the 2 detections are going to be a problem. The snow golem and the other shulker would make noise too. Yeah, that's kind of an issue. But this is why I'm obsessing over this minor detail, because I know it's so darn close. You see, this could work. But I'd have to turn everything that I've already done over there upside down. Some form of clock that interrupts the second signal. Which second signal? What do you mean? This is all, like, it's perfect. The biggest problem that I've got is that detection. If I could get it to detect... You just said there was 2 signals. Oh, yeah. It's for the opening and the closing, so you get one on the open, one on the close. Take away the other tripwire hook. The string should be more towards the middle. Yeah, I mean, the second tripwire hook barely really matters at this stage because I've already destroyed the first one. This must be what it felt like to be Thomas Alva Edison and his 10,000 invention patents. He stole them. He worked in the patent office, didn't he? He was just like, oh, I like the look of that one. I'll have that. Isn't that what happened? See. You see. Intervention patients. I can't read, guys. Don't use big words. See, there's just... How you doing, John? Observers look unreliable for detecting opening. Kind of, yes. It's like, in an ideal world... in an ideal world... Sorry, a thought struck me. Fine, fine. How about you? I'm not too bad, John. I'm obsessing on shulkers. Pressure plate is definitely the right answer, right? But how? Okay, let's imagine this is my setup right here. I have a shulker right there. How do I get a pressure plate to go off on this shulker when it opens? Because I'll show you what I've got already. Right, upside down shulker over it. That's what I've got there. The pressure plate is right at the bottom there. The shulker's upside down. When it opens all the way, I get the signal, it sets off the bell, boom, 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 job done, right? Give the sacrificial shulker another snow golem to look at that the first shulker can't see. How's that going to help? Don't worry, Nubs. Don't worry, I'm taking all sorts of thoughts here. How's that going to improve things, a lack of hygiene? That's the question. They always open when they're under attack. Introduce a wither? No way. This one is aiming at this one. See that? Under attack, it's aiming for it. But it doesn't open. A redstone torch that burns out above the shulker, maybe. It isn't hitting though. It is, look. It's getting boomity-boomed. See, as soon as it opens, it gets a bang. When it does hit, then it opens fully. Yeah, but that's what's happening, isn't it? Or am I not understanding? Do I have a signal if it opens? Yes. We're getting a signal from this pressure plate, but I want the detection to happen, like, right there. right on its head. Not all the way down there. That only goes off when it fully opens. Snow Golem 1 is aiming at Shulker 1. So look. Oops. Well, that didn't go very well. So what you're saying is... like that. Nope, you can't put pressure plates on slabs. Sadly. So this one is aiming the wrong way. Okay, okay. I'm re-logging, so it reassesses what it's going to be shooting at. Oh, it's always locked onto one. That should not be. Okay, that is interesting. I need to think about that thought. They only tend to open fully once they've actually taken a hit. And invariably, they get a hit pretty darn early. That's the problem with that. I don't see that it's going to benefit me. I may be wrong. Like, maybe all that I really need is to put an Impaling 5 Trident on this side and forget about the other side. Like, who needs 2 Tridents? Okay. Like, if I got an Impaling 5 Trident. So at the moment they're just Impaling 2. Yeah, but this one, it is always open. That's the thing of lack of hygiene. As soon as whilst it's closed, nothing can damage it. And whilst it's closed, it doesn't get anything. But as soon as it opens enough, the Snow Golem gets it, right? A sea pickle farm, that would be fun. We could do that one day. I think they've been maxed out though, like there's nothing left to get from a sea pickle farm. Yes, but you're waiting for its AI to peek out the box. Well, just a darn heckin' moment here. Right. I need more space. So, what you're saying is that technically I'm just going to do that for a moment. What was our summon? Snow Golem. Where I am, minus 3. Where I am. Let's see, no, I was asking if that's what this was. A sea pickle farm. What? No, it's obviously not a sea pickle farm. Right. So what you're saying is, as soon as this guy hits this guy, regardless of whether it's open or not, it's going to open, right? No. Nope. I'm sorry, whilst it was closed, it did not care a jot. Hey, happy Valentine's Day. That's a darn good point. No. I think we scienced that. Unless you got a different... Unless you mean something else, a lack of hygiene, I think we've proved a point. Worth trying. Absolutely worth trying. I want a Rube Goldberg machine. Done. Done. But what if you put it in water? The Shulker. It tries to teleport away. That's the first thing that it does. If it takes damage, it should open. Okay. So... Still seems reasonable. I mean, it does seem kind of quick. No, that's taking a while as well. So maybe that's not the right thing. Groover needs a special Valentine coffee. No. Are you and T-Fairy doing anything special for today, Groover? Kind of forgetting that it's Valentine's Day. Does that count? I'm at home all day. How about that? I guess it just dislikes water. Doesn't cause damage like with Enderman. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Squirrel stream. The treehouse is despawning. Well, the treehouse seems to have completely despawned anyway. What we're making them do? Okay, dumbest. I'll give you a quick rundown again. Because this is going to take some thoughts. This is my basic 2 Shulker farm. Magma block doesn't damage them anymore, lack of hygiene. Used to, doesn't anymore. So poor T-Fairy had to leave the house to avoid Groover today. No, T-Fairy's here. So, the back Shulker hits the front Shulker. The front Shulker takes damage from the back Shulker. Dies, but reproduces every time. Produces one new thing. That's it. They all want to kill the golem. The golem hits as soon as it can. It just works. Powdered snow. Okay, we'll give that a crack. Oh boy, definitely getting that Valentine's coffee right now. No. T-Fairy's busy. I don't think the T-Fairy would make a coffee for me. I say that, I don't know. How? This is an interesting thought for sure. First question is, are they going to go to it? Are we trying to accelerate the Shulker demise? Yes. Okay, so very specifically, you want to damage the Shulker exactly enough before it takes a hit from the Shulker behind. Okay? So that is like 2 hits from a Trident killer. With the right level of impaling and this, that and the other. And then 2 hits and it'll die. If the 2 hits are too late or badly timed, it's gonna have problems. Okay? I don't think Shulkers like powdered snow. No, they do not like powdered snow. So they're not gonna stick to the powdered snow. Splash potion, not really AFKable. So not something I'm overly keen for. It's an interesting thing though. This guy is not actually aiming for that Shulker. Right. So I think what that means is I need to get rid of that. With a rose campfire. Interesting. Trouble is it's all random timed. Like Can you put powdered snow in their heads? Probably. I don't know what Shulker's brain is full of. Sadly not, Das. Sadly not. Lava bucket dispenser on a clock. Right, I'll show you what I've got. Give me two seconds. Right, what was I doing? I was going to get a trapdoor. Trapdoor. Open that trapdoor. Fool if you dare. Right, summon snow golem. Right there. Right. There we go. So that works. Kind of. So, I'll show you what we've got. For some reason that is not... Oh, the Trident hasn't been set up properly. I need to relog. Give me 2 seconds. It makes sure that the Trident lands in the right place. And I think it's an Impaling 5 Trident I threw. So that Trident is now in the right spot. And apparently, the Shulker died because of it. So, Golem aims for this one, hits this one, it pops open, it takes 1 Impaling 5 damage, and then it gets killed by this one up here. So, is there any way to make a Trident do more damage than Impaling 5? Like, this is quite quick. It's quite quick and quite tidy. So probably not helpful, but just randomly found that you can spawn a Shulker on a block that's on fire. It does not take damage. That's interesting. It's very interesting. Might not be quite what I need, but I like it. Okay, I don't like that. Darn thing. Like there. Can't put it there because there's something already in that block. So it has to be there, which means that this needs to be glass. 2 Tridents with different levels of impaling. You can't hit one thing twice in the same half second. Because if you do, it'll ignore one of the damages. Or apparently, it just chooses the more damaging damage. Let's put it like that. Oh, I've already got pressure plates. There we go. We'll wait till this one dies and then... Oh, maybe not. Can you use arrows from a dispenser? I could, but then I'd have to refill the dispenser, which I don't feel like doing. I'm not very good at those things. Anything that requires me to do more to make it work, forget it. Not keen. Have his parents tell them how much of a disappointment it is. That's brutal. It would instantly die. That's the pressure plate. 1 minute. How is the bell ringing? Yeah, the pressure plate is powering the bell, which then hits the observer, which makes that go off. Could you kill it with a gaslight slack? I could. I don't know how controlled it would be. I could. Like, I know this is going to be quite fast. I know it's going to be quite good compared to what we had over there. Do dispensers make them aggro because auto-refilling snowballs works? The problem is you have to wait for it to open of its own accord. A wither. Bit overkill. TNT duper. I'm in creative. I don't need TNT dupers. What are you on about? Like, this works. Kinda. I mean, it could just be more snow golems. That is an option. like I could... Actually, this might work quite well. So the string was too high, right? The string... Yeah, the string would sit right down there. And it doesn't work very well because you get an on tick and an off tick. So the observer watches it being entered and left. That's what the bell is doing here. It's kind of removing the off pulse. Does an arrow in a piston cause damage? Yes, it would. It would. Definitely would. I'm just going to get rid of that guy. I'm just going to do this. Have I got stained glass? Stained glass. Like, this is genuinely so close to being perfect. It's kind of painful. Go on, get in the corner. In the... No. Yeah, the double pulse is the problem. Right, if I stand right here... If you use a witch zombie, you could get splash potions without player involved. Yeah, but then it makes it all huge. It's like, I'd have to have a witch up there or a witch farm. It suddenly starts getting like... This is beautifully small. This is so neat and tidy. I love it. If I have to make it bigger, then I'm not sure that's the way that I want to do it, if you know what I mean. Oops. That's not where I wanted it to spawn. That's definitely not where I wanted it to spawn. What's going on? Order pizza for Valentine's. I get to be lazy. Alice is super happy. Who wouldn't be happy with pizza? I think everyone would be quite happy with pizza. I may be wrong. Like right there. Go on. Into your corner. Okay. That does the job. Who doesn't like pizza? Right. So that's the golem, or the snow golem, right in place. Pizza is delicious and I haven't had lunch yet. It's quite early for you guys, isn't it? For me, it's like early evening. Not everyone likes pizza. Really? Are you sure? You don't like pizza? What, Lawful? You just haven't had the right one. Would a closed trapdoor there be enough instead of glass? The problem is, it's where I place it. It's difficult where to place it. I think actually doing this with the stained glass, pinning it in the corner, is perfect. 1 PM, just in time for lunch. Very nice. Cal probably doesn't actually like pizza. I bet Cal loves pizza. Is this my own invention? Yes, it is. It's something which I've been quietly obsessing over most of today. It's working beautifully. It just isn't quite as perfect as I want it to be. Although, to be fair, it's pretty darn good. Only calzone for Cal. Sounds about right. Poor Cal. Calzone's good, actually. Although, I normally find that people put, like, mushrooms in it that turn into, like, something unbelievably hot. What is it with mushrooms in calzones? Genius, because it works! I mean, it's not so genius. Stromboni! I don't know what that is. Mickey, nice small footprint. Yeah, it is. And, I mean, we'll rates test it. How about we rates test it? Because this is very stable. It works fine. So we should do that. It's like a rolled up pizza. Oh, that sounds good. I'd go for that. Maybe that's what Mickey was saying, that basically Stromboni is a pizza with a nice small footprint. Right. Boom, the boom. That one worked. You are dead. And this is how we race test it. Okay. So, game rule, do mob loot equals true. So we're going to turn mob loot on. Do you get looting effect? That's a good question. Is it looting? I mean, it could be. Okay. I don't think so, because it isn't actually killing it with that hit. / enchant at S looting 3. That's kind of exactly what I was thinking, Nubs. I'm willing to give it a go. Apparently I can't add looting to the Trident. It's not looting, is it? What's... No, it would be looting. Why can't I add looting to the Trident? I'm going to be the only one still end raiding. It relaxes me. No, I love end raiding. You're welcome to end raid all the time. Did I spell looting wrong or something? Holding a looting sword. Oh, of course. That's dumb of me. Ah, forget it. We'll just do it like this and see. Whoops. That happened. I wasn't thinking. Hey, Jennifer, how you doing? Right. I will show you my setup for testing the rates. So, first command block. Turns on mob loot. I think I've got Impaling 5 on there. The second one, how you doing, Macbar, by the way? The second one turns mob loot off after 72,000 ticks. Okay, so that's 1 hour. And this one just says... It just puts something up in the chat. I should probably do it like that, right? I don't even know what the syntax is meant to be. Do mob loot. Are you okay, DC? Do mob loot? Is that what I wrote? Right, okay. So it should just work whether I've got quotes around it or whatever. Okay. So that's just to let me know that it's actually done what it's meant to do. Doing great. What are we doing, Jennifer? Today I am doing a little bit of a squirrel. We're doing a squirrel stream about Shulker farmage. Now, I had a little setup over here with 2 Shulkers, and that was giving me about 145-ish Shulker shells an hour, which seems pretty good. But I want to see what this one's going to give me, just as it is. So I'm going to log off, let the Trident drop, log back on, see how it goes. Good to see the squirrels are running today. The squirrels have been running through my brain all day. We're doing command block magic, a little bit. Not really magic, just something to make sure. Or is it like needs more cowbell? I don't get the cowbell thing, guys. I'm not young and hip like you lot. I'm old and doddery. Right. Let's put that one in place. Just make sure that it's all working. Bang, bang. Thank you, Shulkers. Practically senile. Really, I know. It's true. I do forget the odd thing. Oh yeah, and what's this one do? Oh, this is just teleporting all the drops to me. Young like me. Young at heart. Right, so we just turned the mob loot on. And there's the mob loot. I might have made him a small... no, that's okay. That's fine. So the mob blue's just going to gather down there. We could pretend that, I don't know, there's a hopper there or something. Right. So now, we AFK. But thankfully, we have a little bit of assistance. Super speed. We're going fast. How you doing, Bron? Hope you're doing well. We're doing a rates test on this little farm thing that I've designed. And, like, I feel like it's good, but I don't know yet. What if you let the ones that open get into a minecart? That's an interesting thought, John. That is very interesting. Because that would actually be quite easy to set up. But, does it benefit me? That's the only question. We'll try that after this rates test. Yeah, the gears are very obviously turning when they turn, Gav. I don't know if it's going to help. That's the thing. Faster killing. I think the thing is, from a minecart, I might actually be able to detect whether it's open or closed faster. Could you get one more shulker spawn and kill the third one with looting? That would significantly improve the rates. You can do that, but it has big problems. So, the problem with that is that basically, the shulker can try to teleport anywhere within like 8 blocks of itself in any direction. When it does a duplication check, it checks in a 9x9 area around it, 9x9x9, to see how many shulkers there are. If there's only 2 shulkers in that area, then it will 100% of the time duplicate. If there's more than that, it broke. It broke. It actually broke. Oh my lord. I can't believe that broke. I've got to be careful here. What do I do? We'll disable that for starters. It took too much damage. And we hadn't even got to a stack yet. Let's see, adding a spawner block would just gather everything. I think what I was going to say was that it'll try and teleport whenever it takes damage. If it suddenly finds that block to teleport to before it does a duplication, then it can potentially just teleport straight out the farm. And that's it. Game over. Your farm stops, just like what happened to me then. See, this is what I mean. We have to detect it opening at the earliest opportunity, because sometimes it'll peek open a little bit, close, peek open a little bit, close. And then, potentially it's taking a lot of damage. Tripwire hooks detects its opening. Yep, I've tried tripwire hooks. And that's it, dead again. This is not going well. Why has it died twice in that time? I'm going to blame it on the snow golem being too far forward. So we're going to try this again. Trapdoors. Like, I need the snow golem to be a certain distance forward. Okay. Do cobwebs slow their opening and closing? I don't think so. We're on 1 trident at the moment, Arch. I could not get the timing for 2 tridents. Absolutely just couldn't do it. Yeah, see, that's what I was on. I was on 1 trident on impaling 5. And it's like, this works well. It all lines up very well. It's all great, but I can't have it occasionally just breaking down like that. It needs to be 100% solid. I get XP there, so you should be getting loot in at least sometimes. I think what's happening is that when you hit it with a trident, it kind of aggroes in a weird way. Would the snowball trigger the tripwire? Yes. It does. I have tried this. I'm just kind of intrigued though, because there's an interesting thought potentially. I seem to have 2 of them in there at the moment. Like sometimes they stack up like that. And then sometimes they unstack like that, which is also great. So I've had the I tried it with a tripwire. Kind of half worked great. Kind of half worked terribly, because every time the snowball went through the tripwire, it set it off. You can make the tripwire hitbox either big or small. I made it really small. Didn't help. Comparator on a slab. Can you put them on a slab? Can't even remember. No, they won't go on slabs. They hate it. Sadly. It's just how to detect that very initial opening. Like if you can get it to detect that straight away, you're winning. We might have to have a little play with the tripwire again. See how we do. See, that took forever to open. How much damage does a Shulker bullet do? I couldn't say. 2 hearts. 2 hearts. He says, saying. What about tripwire to a bell? You can do that, but then you need something to detect that tripwire. So it would have to be like tripwire hook, and then things start getting bigger and bigger. Oh, it'll be 4 half hearts, 2 full hearts. Does that make sense? Like it does 4 damage, which is equivalent to 2 hearts. See, since we unpinned that snow golem, no problems. It's got a better angle to shoot at now. Ah, weird, you're correct. Yeah, it's weirdly organised like that. They'll either say the quantity in hearts or in damage. So, yeah. Maybe I should do like this. Oh, are you happy watching this? Or would you rather see a bigger version of my face? Just pondering. Pondering my orb. I've got an orb. We could ponder it. Look. Here's my orb. It has bits of broken ruler and a benchy inside. Not very worthwhile pondering. But it's there. I'm waiting for the game to say that it's finished. Where's the floofs? They have been locked out. They have caused trouble this week. They bounce all over me. They cause all sorts of issues. They help with the pondering. Darn kittens making a mess in here. But obviously the kittens in the background says lawful. Well, thanks. Just my stuff. Did you get your streamer camera? I did. The broken one. It is broken. It's a Sony A5000, which is like the one which everyone says, oh, if you're a pro streamer, you have to have this camera. It looks awesome. It looks like it's going to be great, but it's got a shutter problem. So I'm going to have to probably tear it down. Now, the slightly sad thing was it didn't come with a lens. So I have to work out what to do about that. Now, I didn't realise quite how much lenses cost. I mean, I knew they weren't cheap, but I didn't think they were as expensive as they apparently are. So, yeah. That's where we are at the moment. I have another camera, which I'm considering buying a converter ring for. Oh, you broke again? Are you kidding me? I think my Impaling 5 is too much. Too powerful. Glass is expensive. It is, especially when it's like ground to precision. But it's very expensive. I was looking at like a basic lens. Well, this is it, especially for a good lens. Everything that I've read says, oh, you want a 24mm f1.4, and then you get a really nice like thin focal point with blurry background and whatever you want. It's wonderful. I had a look at that and it's like £300-400. I was like, no, I can't do that. I cannot afford that. Not at the moment, anyway. Blimey me. You probably need a single prime lens or one that comes with the beginner kit. I'm going to look for the one that comes with the beginner kit, and it looks like I should be able to pick that up second hand for less than £100. Should. So Shulker's 30 hit points. Ideally, we get it down to 26 hit points so it can die by the first Shulker bullet. Impaling 5 Trident does 20.5, so you have to drop an additional 5.5, 9 hit points for max rates. Thin depth of field, exactly. See, that's the whole thing. You can use 2 Impaling 2 Tridents, and this is what I saw on Eggfur's video. And it wasn't great. I can't get the timing. The timing just isn't there unless you get the detection like instantly. You got to get those 2 hits with the Tridents like before anything else. Let's see. Zetek, my last 2 Shulker snow golem farms broke as well. Went AFK and came back to only 1 Shulker left. I've got a setup which is so easy, so simple, but it's not as good as doing this. So I want to try this and see if I can get there or not. The beginner lens won't let you get the depth of field you're looking for, but it'll be sharp. Well, this is the thing. The beginner lens was like 35mm. No, it was about 18mm up to 50mm, but it's f3.5. So the f-stops aren't good. The sandwich is definitely king. Yeah, looting, it's all done. It finished. So even with it breaking like several times, let's see. Not a bad start. 4 stacks. I think the problem is this thing can do 2 hits before this has even kicked in. And that's why detection is king. You should test again with looting sword. If you get XP, you should be getting looting. Okay. Um, 234 drops there. Give Groover sword. Diamond sword. Enchant. That sell. Looting 3. Okay, so this is what you're telling me to do. We're just gonna duck out of this. Crystal, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Gonna give this a few seconds so the Trident drops. Don't know why I think a few seconds make a difference. Right. So, that's my setup all ready and done. What we're going to do is we're going to do a half-hour test because an hour is kind of long. So that's 36,000, right? New Shulker Shell Farm, indeed, Crystal. My brain has been burning on this one. And I've definitely been enjoying it. It's just, I want to get it to the next stage. Right. So I guess we'll run it now. Yeah, it's very, very tidy. It's a passive one. Doesn't need player interaction. So it should be good. I've got a much simpler setup if you're just wanting like completely passive and no redstone. But at the moment, I don't know, we'll see. I'm not familiar with its own lenses. Is there a wide prime that does f1.18 or even 2.8? 1.4 is the Nikon. In the Nikons will have you coming out of focus if you're shifting your seat. Apparently the one which everyone goes for, the prime 24mm, is amazing. Great at focusing. I've seen its results. It does look really, really good. But I've got quite a few steps to get through before I'm ready for that. Yeah, it does have autofocus. It's all there. I just haven't got there to doing it yet. And dozens of Shulker shooting you too. Love running that farm. I love running that farm as well. How you doing, Ali? Good evening. Hope you're having a good evening. Hope you're having a good day. Oops. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, man. Serves me right for nudging stuff. Summon. You. I don't think I am getting looting on it, by the way, guys. They always look so complicated and intimidating. Honestly, this is about as easy as it can get. I'll show you another one in a second, which is even easier. Like, if you just want to stand around and get shulkers, I've got a design over there that's just simple and worked beautifully. And you don't have to have anything much going on. Can't wait for cherry trees. I've seen the pictures. I've seen the pictures. It's definitely going to be more trees. Maybe I'll get to have a cherry blossom tree. A floating cherry blossom tree at spawn. And then maybe nobody would hate it. Although, I don't think that's necessarily going to happen. I think people just like hating on floating trees. I don't know why. No, Jennifer, there was updates like an hour ago or something. Maybe 2 hours, I don't know. For the latest update, which is coming out very, very soon with cherry blossoms and stuff. Recovering after introducing small person some culture and history in London yesterday. Ooh, where did you go, Ali? Tell me all. I want to know. I've been longing to go to London recently. I'm waiting. They would have to leave it alone. Cherry blossom trees feel sacred. I don't know. We'd see. If I built it out of cherry blossom, they'd still attack it, I'm sure. National Gallery and IWM. IWM. What's IWM? I'm trying to think. I don't know. My brain ain't so good. Imperial War Museum. Oh, down in Chelsea. No, I don't think that's the Imperial War Museum, is it? That's the... What's it called? National Armories or something? Lambeth. Right, that one. See? I never go to Lambeth. South the river. Oof. What's the camera model again? It's the Alpha Line A5000. But it is broken. It has shutter problems, so it might need a tear down and all sorts. Is that a Star Wars museum? I don't think they've got one of those in London. Dropping a cherry blossom should summon pixie defenders. I quite like that idea. Should summon a sniffer to destroy you. Completely wreck you. I think I might need a new shutter assembly. That's what I think, but we'll find out. Though it's TB, so most likely shenanigans will happen. That's just how it goes, really. I know. People destroy my tree for lols. And because they claim to hate it, it's not true. They probably love my tree, really. I need to go find where Zloy lives. He needs floating trees. I know oak trees drop apples, which is nonsense, but I do hope cherry trees drop cherries. That'd be quite nice, but what would you use them for? Could you mix them with milk and make yogurt? Cherry yogurt's good. I could go with that. That sounds amazing. I'm already sold on the idea. Maybe diamond cherries will replace golden carrots as the best food. Diamond cherries. That sounds fun. It would actually make diamonds useful again. Cherry pie. Yes! Cherry trees drop acorns. Perfect sense, Lord Gav. Perfect sense. I get it. Makes perfect sense to me. I must be hid under a rock. This is the first I've heard of these cherry trees. It came out about 2 hours ago. Trust me. They do love it. That's why they hoarded it for themselves. That's my headcanon. I'll go with that. I think they just didn't want me to have it all to myself. Diamond cherry's a little hard on the digestive tract. Maybe. I think, you know, if you can eat golden carrots. Wicked! How you doing, Wicked? I'm just going to turn off this speed hack for Jobby. Right, let's see how many drops we got. Half an hour. A little bit under half. So I think actually I'd say that the looting didn't do anything for us. Netherite cherries? Oh, don't encourage them. We don't need netherite cherries, do we? I knew Sony bought the camera line from Minolta, so you can get a converter for old Minolta lenses, so they work on the E-mount. Old glass is still good as long as its autofocus still works. That's the thing. That is the thing. I want it to autofocus. Golden cherries. Mm-hmm. I'd go with golden cherries as well. I like that. Divercat is... How... What? 1 minute. What do you mean, DC? Is what? What have I missed? What did I misread? Gold is... Alright, gold is technically comestible. Not sure about diamonds. Well... You can eat gold, it's true. Diamonds, you can eat them. They'll probably be fine. You're not really going to have any too big issues with that. I think it'll just pop out the other end. Unless cherries fill 3 hunger, I'm not sure it would be worth it to put it in the game. I think it should be... I think cherries should fill you all the way up. Doesn't Impaling 2 and double activation Trident make it faster? It does. But, Hakan, or Hawkan maybe, the timing is absolutely unbelievable. The thing that we've got to get right is detection. As soon as this shulker opens even a fraction of a millimeter, we need to know about it. You just have to swallow them whole. Right, Crystal, this is the version which I was going to show you, which is like the super simple one. So you get one shulker in, you get it angry with that, and then you get another shulker in, and then you just profit. That's all you need to do. You got 2 shulkers lined up, you got an armor stand down there on a half slab, and then you got water flowing down to keep the armor stand down. And then you got the snow golem at the back, and he's being held back by a piece of glass. Very, very simple. I've ran this for several hours. Nothing dies, no problems. Thank you very much, DC. Have a good lurk. I hope you're having cherries for dinner. Wow, it's the first hour's gone already. So yeah, this just works. Very, very simple. This, as a single thing, works as well. But I just want to oomph it up a bit. It has to have a little bit more. Right. We're going to build this again. Looting, no obvious results in a half-hour test. Let's put it like that, dumbest. It was kind of like, if it did work, we didn't get much from it. Alright, we're going to go 5 up. And I want it to cut upwards this time instead of downwards. So, to make the angles work, I could do with a snow golem right here. No, the snow golem needs to be up by 1. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to use... What about using Shulk sensor to detect the Shulker making noise? There's so many noises around it, it's almost impossible. No worries, Lord Gav. Have a good fixing session. Hope it goes well. There are so many things that make noise. It's kind of, yeah, definitely impossible. Right. So I think if I can get the snow golem to sit there. Right. Freedom Live. Let's see. Can I ask if a Groover has not if a Groover. If a Shulker has different hitbox once they're in an open attacking seeking position? They do. They can be hit differently from that. So before I go, you can tune kill sensors to only receive certain noises, skulk sensors, but then I've got 2 Shulkers, that's the problem. I don't know if I like the idea of it. That's all, I guess. So... like, we can experiment with this. What we're going to do is we're going to get a... minecart? No, we're not. We're going to do wool occlusion. Ooh. Sounds complicated. I want to make it super, super simple. Like, as simple as me. Actually, this is interesting. Slab. I had a thought suddenly. In fact, maybe this is the way to do it. Thank you kindly for the info. I wanted to experiment with characters later, and that helps me very much. Well, I hope it makes a difference to you, because so far I haven't really found much benefit from it. Wool with carpet on. Oh man. Summon minecart. Zoom. Okay, this is kind of interesting. This is definitely interesting. So if I had... Right, it's in the minecart. Don't suppose wall fences, glass panes interact with Shulker entities. They could be observed if their state change when the Shulker opens. Sadly not. Sadly not. Let's see, I made the mistake of Googling Sony lenses. The 50mm 1.4 is $1,500. Yeesh. Not cheap. Absolutely not cheap. I am fiddling with Shulkers again. It's very true, I am. Can't help myself. I know, I probably shouldn't. But what can you do? Did you know today is also the anniversary of date for the start of YouTube? 3 former employees of PayPal, so you know they got paid. And it was probably how they had the capital to start off YouTube. That is pretty cool. It's very cool. Right. Sorry, I shouldn't whistle like that. So, summon. I need more Shulker shells. 3,600 per hour is insufficient. Yeah, but you know, it's like different things. When did the launch on Valentine's Day 2005? Just 2 more years until the 20th anniversary. Blimey. That's unbelievable. Why not? It's a good whistle. I worry about it getting like annoying on the microphone, like it blows out or something. I don't know. Summon armor stand where I am. Like there or something. Let's actually get one and place it. Armor stand. Okay. Further thoughts and ideas. Cauldron. How do you spell cauldron? Oh, who did that? It's like cauliflower. You would have to have done one of those really loud ear splitting whistles for that to happen. Good, that's good to know. At least I know that I'm not annoying you in that way. Okay. Okay, that works. Snow golem. Okay. I don't know if this is going to make even the slightest shot of a difference, but we're doing it for fun anyway. Right. Totally safe. Totally safe. What happens then? That was not what I expected. And that is definitely not what I expected. Why did it switch sides? Can't hit it. Hello, Fortnite noob. How you doing? Hope you're having an okay-ish day. The most okay day possible. Right, this is so weird. Chestboat instead of minecart. Maybe. Glamrock, how you doing? I'm obsessing too much. That's what's going on here. I'm like, I want to make the most perfect shulker farm ever. Like the tiniest little thing. And it's sort of breaking my brain. Like, I've got perfectly good concepts. I've got like several perfectly good concepts. But I'm just trying to make this too perfect. Can you still make floating carpet? Is that a thing? No, 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 not like that. Carpet. See if they've patched this or not. Lever. Nah, they've patched it. Can't do it anymore. Held each year in Rome on February 15th. Lupicella was an ancient fertility festival that included goat sacrifices. Oh, I'm glad it said sacrifices. And a lottery that paired off eligible men and women. Let it to the Romans. Leave it to the Romans. Yeah, the Romans. They had it all going on, didn't they? If you waterlog a rail in your tested setup and leave a minecart on it, it will immediately pick up the shulker. Don't worry, I got it, I got it. See, if I say clone that, okay, let's just go stand out here somewhere. When is the 1.20 update coming out? Because the new snapshots are coming out tomorrow and Bedrock betas too. I don't know, I think it's going to happen pretty darn soon. Don't you? I think it's just going to happen. Each year on 15th February, I sacrifice many cheap chocolates. They're very cheap the day after, aren't they? Yeah, true. Okay. So like that. Detector rail. Right. Minecart. This is what we're saying, isn't it? Let's stop that water flowing. See you later, Glamrock. Have a good one. See you again soon. Let's see. Can you get the snow golem spawn eggs now, by the way? No idea. Genuinely no clue. Half Price Chocolate Day is my favourite holiday. There's several of those. So there's like Easter. The day after Easter is a good one as well. Make the rail go the other direction. Yeah, alright. I think. Like that, yeah? Ah, that's a shame. It's detecting the wrong thing. Yeah, there's so many. There's so many chocolate holidays. You gotta love them all, really. Right, you up there. The minecart is causing me minor problems. I mean, it's like it's half working. Okay, I really need lunch and go to the grocery shopping. Bye, have a good look. Thank you very much, Nubs. Take care. My favourite holiday is coming up, the donut holiday. Just a minute, what's the donut holiday and why have I never heard of this before? The minecart is protecting it. Need a comparator to see if the minecart has something in it. Yes, I do. Just got bigger problems. I think people just love chocolate and holidays were made up for the reason to eat it and not feel guilty. I eat chocolate all the time and I do not feel guilty. I'm just like, you know what? Heck it. Where I'm from, we eat donuts made from potato flour on Fat Tuesday. That's something from the South, isn't it, right? Mardi Gras. Yeah, and it's not even blocking the view, it's just blocking its ability to do anything about anything. Didn't I say Mardi Gras? I think I did. I thought I did. Not Mardi Gras, it's Fastnacht Day. Okay, I'll take your word for that. Hey, Mr. Taco, how you doing? There are many words that I can't say in this world, and you're using a lot of them at the moment. Kind of like punch keys, but not. The explosions are more violent now. It's not... See, I made this one very, very clean and tidy so that it didn't have big explosions all over the place. And that's the only reason for this armor stand. Like, if you didn't care about the explosions, you'd get rid of the armor stand. So look. Big explosions. Horrible. Oh, they've stopped now. That's kind of weird. Anyway, you get my point. Kinda. Can you push a shulker with a piston, or will it just TP away? It TPs away. Why do I want the explosions? Ah, they're just messy. It's the only reason. Yeah, the armor stand should absorb the bullet from this one. Alright, let's put the thing back in there. Summon. Where I am, -3. Where I am, armor stand. Why did that not work? Oh, I did it the wrong way around, that's why. I always get this wrong way around. Armor stand, where I am, -3, where I am. Beautiful. Am I just overthinking this? Like, this is a perfectly good farm. I'm getting 4 stacks easily from this. I think if I knock down the impaling strength as well. Could you remove the impaling effect to make it so you can trident them more times? Yes, I can. But it's all kind of the same difference. It all comes down to the speed of detection. Like, if only there were a way to detect it sooner. Did you end up finishing the raid farm? I missed the last couple of streams. I've not finished it, Mr. Taco. I don't think I'm going to be going back to the raid farm. I had a lot of fun learning about it, but I haven't actually pulled it all together into a farm. So, I've learned loads of mechanics, and that's it. Hammered, how you doing, Hammered? Like, how can you detect quicker, sooner? faster, stronger. The string's a problem. It doesn't work. This is quite an interesting little setup as well. All the different levels that you can have armor stands at. The hive or cube draft. Don't know what you mean. We're not playing with bees here. We're playing with shulkers. String and observer. The problem is with that, the snowballs get detected as well. What's the radius to make it tileable? It may look compact if there's several squished together. Radius is gonna be... I'd space them out fully. What if the shulker opened horizontally with a pressure plate next to it? That would work. Kinda. But again, it would mean I'd have to switch around the entire setup. And then there's a further problem where you've got to try and get the head in water to get the impaling to work. I think the radius is going to be about... I wouldn't build another one of these within 10 blocks. Just to be sure. 10 blocks. Could the golem be moved up a block? He's got to see both shulkers. And both shulkers need to see him. So this is like the ideal angle. Sadly. Oh. I'm just thinking. Sorry. You can waterlog a pressure plate. I have. That's the thing, Alice's mum. It's not detecting. It's not detecting soon enough. I wanted to detect the instant that it opens, like that one. The time it opened, just that fraction. I wanted to detect that. 5 block gap between shulkers is safe. Yeah, because you got the 100% duplication thing. I don't like it. I don't know why. Maybe I'm wrong. Mirrors in Minecraft would be pretty cool. Don't know what we'd do with them, but you know, it'd be pretty cool. So now not sure how we use it, but an armor stand stood on the shulker drops through it when it opens. I think, yeah, I'm not sure if it's useful though. I used the stone one, Alice's mom. Why, are you thinking I should use like a different one? Could you somehow utilize the height of a comparator to detect it opening? I'm not sure. See, the weighted ones are like if you've got so many entities on it, it will activate. If you don't have enough entities on it, it won't activate. And the gold and the iron one depends on whether it's like a mob entity or if it's an item entity. Okay, so let's see. If we went for a gold one, I think that will detect... That'll only turn on if it's got so many items on it. I think. So that isn't powering. Or maybe I got it the wrong way around. Use a comparator. Shouldn't it just power straight out? Yeah, it should just power straight out. Oh yeah, it's a detector rail, isn't it? Whoops. Let's see. So that one is 1. That goes straight on. I don't think I know how these work. I do, but I don't. Could you somehow utilize the hypercomparator to detect it opening? I don't think I can. Yeah, okay, I'm a bit slow. Let's see. What is going to actually detect sooner? A bell? Is it true that we need more bell? Is the flowing water? No, it's not the flowing water, is it? It's this guy. That's right, John. See, the things that I forget. Like, what's going to do any detection? Which pressure plate activates fastest? We need a time test. I think they all activate at the same rate. I may be wrong. Okay. How on earth can we test all of the pressure plates? Do they actually have any difference in time? I'm going to just assume that the wooden ones are all the same. We'll just try and do the 3, right? They activate at the same time. Okay. I'll actually take that because I kind of assumed as much. So, silly thought. But what if? Because that's like one of the fastest activations, isn't it? Is that faster? That feels faster. The problem there is, it's going to get an activation at the start and at the end. Yeah, that's just how long it activates for, Alice's mum. Like, I think that's faster. But I'm not getting the benefit of the monostable circuit. Because the bell gives us a monostable, but I feel like it passes the signal slower. You just want the noise the bell does. The bell is very, very useful. And then it died. Because it did too many activations and that's the problem. Ah, man. This is infuriating. Like, string is great. I know everyone's been saying string. Let's just do string. Okay, string. Observer. Just like that, right? Every single snowball thrown. See? Died super quick that time. You can make the string hitbox smaller. So let's do that. This is just for, like, the purpose of being sure. So, as you can see, the string's hitbox is around about half of the block. If I do that, and then that, the string's hitbox gets really, really small. Really very, very small. And then it stays like that forever for some reason. That seems to have a bigger hitbox than the pressure plate. But I think adding this is actually going to slow it substantially. Adding an observer there is just going to cause slight problems. And I also don't like the bulk that it's adding. So I think that's going to add too much delay. And it's still causing problems. If I move the Trident down, I did this earlier. I think I get more deflections from the Trident or from the Shulker. Like up here, it isn't deflecting because of the hitbox of the Shulker and various things. Okay, I'm reaching really far out here, but if you swap the Snow Golem with a Pillager, that was out of arrows, would that still trigger the Shulkers into attack mode? No. Shulkers will only attack if something attacks them, like physically attacks them. The Snow Golem's perfect. I say that. The player is the only thing that they'll attack without any provocation. The Snow Golem's perfect because it fires things and does no damage at all. This is the problem. I want it to be perfect. I've already got a very good concept that works very, very well. Why do I want it to be perfect? Because that's what I do. Sadly. Does it matter what surface the bell affixes to in terms of speed? Cheering me on, thank you very much. I am slightly losing my mind to it. But Snow Golem would damage a blaze. That's true. The blaze are weird like that, you know? They don't damage Shulkers. And that's the key thing. And this works perfectly. Maybe I just leave it at this. But then occasionally I do lose the Shulkers to it. Oh, I've got a very itchy ear today. Sorry, everyone. You're just getting to see me itch my ear a lot. Because we're obsessed with the prettiest, most efficient ways to game in Minecraft, it makes sense to me to want perfection. I just want it that bit better. I want it closer to perfection. Like, this is not close enough yet. Like, I suppose one thing that could be done and this might be a bit weird. So this has got a collision box. What if it hit another collision box and nudged it? And that collision box then nudged something else that set things off. So as soon as this goes into this block, it nudges something. Can you detect when the Shulker is hurt and dispense a potion of health? Probably too far. I mean, this one never gets hurt. Never ever gets hurt. This one I want to get hurt. So it's kind of all balanced. It's just the problem is how much. Like dominoes, yeah. Yeah, the Rube Goldberg machine is kind of getting to that. I'm literally like just going through and through and through. But you know what? Have a little thought. Okay. So it pushes a boat or chest minecart into a pressure plate, but water pushes it off as soon as it dies. Yes. That is exactly what I'm thinking. Right, let's go over to the test setup because I want to keep my good setup for now. Right, nothing can flow that way. The golem is totally safe. Right, so one like that, but I want to stand its feet. Soul sand. Soul sand. Water. Pressure plates. I think I've already got pressure plates, don't I? Soul sand there. Water there. Armor stand, kind of doing that, but not quite. Place. Kind of don't need that flowing anymore. If only a Shulker could wear a helmet to take less damage. I could make it take less damage. That's not too big a deal. It's just I want it to take exactly the right amount of damage every time. And that's where it becomes problematic. Okay. Come on, open further. Okay. Need to get rid of that. It isn't pushing down on this enough. And I don't know if that is because it just can't, or if it just won't. Also, the armor stand is completely blocking the snow golem. Like if I put a pressure plate there, and then a bell there, we'd know if the armor stand is at least able to reach it, right? I'm not going to be able to do anything because of that one. Pressure plate blocks the bubbles. So it'd have to be water sources all the way. Even then, it's not going to work, is it? What if it were a boat? So people are going to still be screaming about sculk sensors and things. Does a boat actually fit in a 1x1 area? Minecarts don't float, do they? Oh, this is so annoying. Boats are too big. Is there anything that floats that isn't a boat? Isn't gonna despawn. I'm sorry you're getting frustrated for this farm, especially while I'm over here fascinated at you trying all to figure this out. Oh, it's not frustrated. It's a good thing. I'm enjoying it. I am actually enjoying it. It's just I want. It's like I believe I should be able to do it better. Summon the boat. Yeah. Maybe summoning the boat is the thing. I'm just gonna have a quick look through the inventory. I just want to see what I can see. Sometimes you get inspired just by looking. The only reason I'm not jumping to summon the boat is because if I have to summon it, it isn't survival friendly. This is definitely something that could drive me to distraction. Ink crystals float, kinda. Okay, look, we'll give it a go, John. Boat. Drop the boat in. You have to drive it straight. Nah. Push it with a piston. No. Master TMO, is it Friday yet? I mean, sadly no, but also gladly no, because if it was Friday, it'd mean that my days off would be over. I say my days off would be over. I have to go in tomorrow anyway, just for like a couple of hours to sort out a couple of things. But kind of not the point. See, I had this other idea much earlier in the day. I thought maybe this would work. Like, if you could add the hitbox of that to the hitbox of the Shulker, then maybe get earlier detection. Like, does the Shulker actually push it down or not? Kind of does. Not trying to further distract, but I have 6 Shulkers ready to go into an overworld version of your big farm. Would it be better to release them from minecarts above or below the lid? If you got the lid properly spawn-proofed above, easy peasy. They'll just teleport underneath. So as long as you got the top of it properly spawn-proofed, you're golden. Yeah, definitely on top. Just get them up there, break them, and they'll teleport down. You'll be totally fine. Well, that didn't work. Exactly what I was trying to avoid. Does slime emit a signal when it's bounced on? No, sadly. Sadly not. I mean, there's another problem as well where you don't want to... No, it doesn't matter. It's fine. I don't want to put anything in this block that's going to cause problems because I don't want it to obscure the view of the snow golem up to this one. I just finished up tripwire hook. Could that help anything for this? Sorry, I don't know how to help, like, at all. No, you're fine, you're fine. I had to go with a tripwire hook. Didn't do anything. Actually, does the tripwire hook itself have a hitbox, which is actually triggerable? Because it never ever used to. Like, I wonder if that's something that they actually fixed. Go away. Because hypothetically, it always used to be that you'd only get a detection in that area. I wonder if they've added it to the tripwire hook itself. No. No detection there at all whatsoever. If there were, that would be on. If there were items flowing in water stream and Shulker opened in their way, would the flow of items stop? Probably. Probably. Yeah, I got kind of excited for that for a moment. Like, maybe that's the thing. Okay. What could I place a pressure plate on that doesn't really exist? What weird blocks can I place a pressure plate on? Like, you used to be able to do a weird thing with pressure plates and belts. So you could kind of go something like that. No. That was maybe just one update. Hanging signs. Interesting. Fence. Also interesting. Right, let's try... Hanging sign. How do you hang a sign? Is it just like... Can you just do that? No, not like that. No. Fence. So what I really, really want is that, like, there. I think that's going to upset things too much. Like, yeah. Just in the wrong place. It doesn't even like to be next to a fence. Let's just try this for a second. That couldn't even place a fence there. I'm gonna have to think about this. An open fence gate. Literally just deleted the words. Nah, it hates it. Like, I want to detect it right here. Right there. And the other thing is, I don't want to turn my farm completely upside down. I might have to, though. You know what? Button. One last experiment. Last experiment, I promise. Okay. So that's all firing in completely the wrong places now. Finally did it. I've now bought Hogwarts Legacy in a 2-hour download to go. Have fun, Mr. Balrog. Let us know how it goes. Oh, thought Steam being released. That'd be nice. Let the Steam out. Right. That one die. You get angry. And then I should be able to detect it from somewhere. Oh, that button's the problem, isn't it? It's kind of weird how these things go. Right, I tell you what, I'm going to call it quits there. I'm not going to burden you guys with more of my random thoughts or efforts that don't quite work. It's time for me to head on. It's been a very quick 2 hours for me tonight. So I'm going to put the end screen up. Could you push a minecart out of the sight of the golem, but still close enough to pick the shulker up? Probably. It's just like so many little things to test and try. I think what we'll finish on with, we'll just quickly say, this works well. This is the one which I'm going to go with. It's not perfect, but it's good. Oh, thank you very much, everyone. We're going to be back on Truly Bedrock next time. Doing Summit. Maybe even making our tree pink. I don't know. So, we're going to be back on, what day is it? It's Tuesday. We're going to be back on Thursday at the usual time. And I might have cracked this by then. I don't know. We'll see. So take care, everyone. I'm going to see if there's anybody else streaming at the moment. See if we've got anywhere to go. Right, I go there. And then I go up here. It's very strange trying to raid on... Yeah, nobody's streaming that I know at the moment on YouTube's. So I'm going to say goodbye. Take care. And we'll see you again on Thursday, maybe. Bye.